Hi, everybody. This is Jeff Vania, former police officer and author. And I wanted to just walk you through the precinct here, the dashboard. So, this is the main area here where you would ask your question right down here. Up at the top, we have genre, jurisdiction, and response format. On the right hand side, we have an export button if you want to hold on to your sessions. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you're going to pick the genre that you're writing in. We have general, noir, thriller suspense, legal drama, and cozy mystery. So, whatever you happen to be writing in and you're writing a scene, go ahead and pick the genre that you're in. If you're not really in a particular genre, you can use general. Jurisdictions, we have federal, we have state, and then a couple of states like New York, California, Texas, and some overseas like United Kingdom, Scotland, Canada, and Australia. Obviously, I couldn't include everything, but I try to get the major ones. And in the response format, we have a full brief. We have scene ready, which is like a story consultant, and veteran detective. So full brief would be, it's going to give you the procedures. It'll give you the law within your scene. It'll give you some myths versus realities, things that TV depict that aren't really true. It may also give you, depending on the scene that you're writing, it could give you some possible objections that a district attorney may bring up on defense, that's kind of fun. And then it will also give you a couple of possible storylines or drama points, as they call it, that might help what you're writing. Okay, and then as you ask the questions, they appear here on the left-hand side, so you can keep track of them. And as I said, you can export them one by one or all at the same time after your session. Okay, so that's really the dashboard. I'll do another video with a couple of questions, but basically your question would go down here, and then you would go ahead and once you figure out what genre, whatever you want to answer in. That's what's really cool. Just when you try it, you'll see that it really does answer according to the genre that you're in. Like if you're in cozy mystery, it knows, and it's going to tell you, hey, the amateur sleuth could probably do this, so it's a lot of fun. And you would just go ahead and ask the questions, and it's going to give it to you in real time. And then once it's given, this comes out in real time, it'll actually shape it up into a nice little format that's very readable and digestible. I'll let it run. And here's the last part of it. Okay, so there you go. That's the answer. It gives you the plain English definition of the scene that you're trying to get information on. It'll give you a typical procedure, some common misconceptions like myth versus reality. Once the cops are legal inside, can they search everything? So it gives you some myths. It gives you, here, as I said, the defense angles that a district attorney might take up if you don't do things the way you're supposed to, and drama options, some ideas for how you might be able to use a particular scene. It'll give you this is kind of cool, the most cinematic moment. The detective's hand is literally on the bag when her partner grabs her wrist and says, hey, we need a warrant. And then they hear something move inside. Yeah. So you can, as I said, you can use what is delivered here, and you can be creative with it. But if you want something realistic, this is the right tool. I'll do some more videos with going through each response format so you can see the differences. But give it a try. It's a lot of fun.